All right, so a lot of you have still not gotten the picture, but let me show you something, right? This was February 28, 2017, 2 years after Nnamdi Kanu's first arrest. His first arrest was in 2015. So far, so good. This whole thing not happen for 10 years, going to the 11th year now, where that guy, they still hold on, right? So in 2017, see the people that were agitating seriously for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Soludo, the present governor of Anambra State, Utomi, another Southeast leader, demand immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu. As you can see, some Igbo leaders have demanded the unconditional release of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, unconditional, Nnamdi Kanu. Addressing journalists on the detention of Mr. Kanu, a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Charles Soludo, described the continued detention of Mr. Kanu as unacceptable and an abuse of Mr. Kanu's right to legitimate agitation. He went further and said Mr. Kanu was in the company of other Igbo leaders, including former presidential aide Pat Utomi and former head of Nigeria electoral regulator Sam Amadi. The former bank chief said Nigeria cannot thrive in an atmosphere devoid of the democratic freedom of speech. So Chukwuma Charles Soludo was fighting seriously for the release of Nnamdi Kanu in 2017. Then in 2022, he became the governor. Then a few days ago, they were trying to, before the whole protest of Nnamdi Kanu was interviewed. This is what he has to say.
For the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And I'd like to know, are you joining in that campaign for the president or the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu? There will be protests in many parts of the country tomorrow, as we understand. What is your view about that protest and the agitation for the release of Nnamdi Kanu?
Sheryl, I think we should be discussing Anambra and forthcoming election. That's what you said this program is all about. And you're not going to drag me, get me to, if you like, get us distracted from that focus. I get on to Monday sit at home thing, which is very unfortunate. We've made it very clear. People, if you are protesting or agitating for anything, you are holding yourself down by now killing your own people under the pretext of Monday sit at home. And I think even Nnamdi Kanu himself and his IPOB, at least on record in terms of press releases that were sent out by IPOB, that they did not support the Monday sit at home. It was some criminal elements doing that. And we take them for their word that that's true, that they don't. And Monday sit at home thing is likely, over here. With anybody sitting at home now is doing so out of his own preference, not be.
Now, two things happened, right? It's either that first time he was not fighting for Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu was just trying to do politics, because a lot of people that you see that they are saying they are fighting for Nnamdi Kanu, it is not the truth. They are actually doing politics because they want to associate with the people, because they see that a lot of people are saying free Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu. They will join heads together. They will talk about it so that they can use it to push their own political gain. That's one. Or Chukwuma Charles Soludo became the governor, and then the stakeholders of the state told him that you can never, ever speak of the release of this man, because this man is a threat to our business and a threat to the peace of the state. That would be the reason that they will tell him. Do you understand? So you see what's going on now? As a matter of fact, this is why I say, that guy, man, he go stay for there. I'm not going to lie for now. Finish 30 years. You and don't talk. This was in 2022, as you can see. In 2022, yeah. As you can see, breaking news. UN demand immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu. Courts don't talk. Courts don't release him, make it go. But nah, the only main reason why he's there, President Tinubu is not holding him. Presidency is not. Now the people now in the country, they say, I beg. That is the problem of our state. We don't want him. He is the problem of our state. We don't want that guy. So let him be there. So all these fights, where will he fight? The only way he comes out, now if him people truly want him to come back. And I'm talking about the elite, the stakeholders, the big businessmen, the governors, the politicians. If they say, okay, you don't leave the hand of NSA, government, president, you don't get anything to do with them. It's a simple thing. Is this guy is going to terrorize us in our state. So that's basically it. Anyways, peace and love. Don't play. If you play, don't learn. I go down the hard way. Don't play.
So long as I want to believe whatever you have said is nothing but the truth. The issue here is that the elite on that eastern part of the country are not bigger than the institution on ground. They are not bigger than the law. They are not bigger than whatever we have been operating on that make us a people all this while. Whatever we are talking about at this moment is a nation called Nigeria, not eastern part of the country. If the court have set him free, the UN has asked the Nigerian government to set him free. And today is still very much in custody. They do not want him to go simply because some few elite in that same eastern part of the country want him there. It goes to show that those eastern people who want him there are the one controlling the nation. Or rather, in the alternative, if the president can listen to the few elites in the eastern part of the country for nnamdi Kanu to be perpetually be in detention for as long as they want, it goes to show that that is what the president wants. Or rather, the president and some of these few elites and the governors are just trying to play some kind fast game by way of trade by barter. But the president cannot keep nnamdi Kanu in that same custody for no just reason without gaining anything from them. Because he did presidential pardon. One would expect that nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be among them because there are some grievous criminals that are even deadlier than that of nnamdi Kanu, yet he never mentioned his name. Today, we all know that the court have set him free from months back, yet he's still there. Now, what I find out in all of this is that it might just be the case of 2027 general election. We all knew the last presidential election, 2023, how President Ahmed Bola Tinubu lost woefully in the eastern part of the country. And this time, he just want to collapse every structure of different political parties into APC so that his victory in office, re-election bid, will be so easy for him. I believe that happens to be one of the reasons why he is keeping nnamdi Kanu. If peradventure there are some few elites or the governors who ask him to keep nnamdi Kanu for their own safety and for their comfort. By way of doing that, probably these people have promised him that come 2027 general election, we are going to make sure that you win the eastern part of the country if you can keep him. Because if you should be out, this same nnamdi Kanu will also decide who become their own favorite candidate on 2027, be the governorship election or that of the president. So as a result of that, I believe that is the main reason they are doing it. Because if the president is not gaining anything from this same set of elite from the eastern part of the country, he won't just do that, try to destroy the law for just a few individuals. So for this simple reason, I'm of the opinion that whatever lawlessness that is occurring today regarding this same nnamdi Kanu case is being carried out by the president because he is in charge. This is Ahmed Bola Tinubu-led administration, not some few elite from the eastern part of the country. Anyway, whatever you think, drop your comment in the comment section once again. Share and follow the page. For the record, now small thing that it is square, big good thing we person don't do before. If the law says keep him, keep him. If the law says free him, he should be free at all cost, by all means, irrespective of those who are against that same guy.